Hello. Have you seen this country? Pretty cool, right? Well, it is way more difficult and complex than what you would ever imagine. Continue watching if you want to find out. In Mexico, people are not the way they are just because some guy acted a certain way and everybody followed. It is a country that has formed the identity of itself and its inhabitants throughout history. This is a fact that can be seen throughout many of the events shown here. Since the foundation of Tenochtitlan, Mexico began acting much more like a country, and since then, people had to live hard times to achieve the kind of stable country we can appreciate nowadays. Having to go through events as the Cristero War, Tlatelolco's massacre, Mexican Revolution, the death of Colosio, the Revolution or the Independence, and many, many others, have marked the people, turning them into a complex society, filled with some hate and problematics. But at the same time, it gave them the capability of uniting a country to face adversity. Mexico is filled with wonderful people, filled with joy and hope. People who every day gain their way to live, who daily treat their visitors and clients in a good way. People who love their families and the town they grew up. Every Mexican is a completely different story from each other, as there is such a variety of experiences in this country, according to the situation you were born in. People all love remembering good times, and people also really love their food. People love to express their ideas as they please, and most of all, they love parties and enjoying really good times with their loved ones. And and not only the people is important on this country. People here would not be anything without the land every single one of them grew on. Mexican territory is really important, as it is capable of providing so many representing resources for the inhabitants and the outsiders. 10 of the most important resources we can find here would be the massive amount of minerals, a big quantity of petroleum, fertile lands, big amount of cattle raising species, the great variety of species found in its flora and fauna, great energy providers, amazing variety of weathers and lands, big amount of fish, competitive worker population, and great air and water streams.
We cannot talk about Mexico without mentioning its amazing and huge amount of different type of demographic spaces. We're talking about Mexico has a lot of ecosystems. It has every type basically. We have from jungles to mountains to the beaches and seas and also to lakes, in order to forests, in order to deserts. We have we have a grand variety where we have a lot of species of birds, of plants, of animals, of reptiles, and we can see these from the north to the south of the country. It's something that characterizes Mexico. It's something that people know the most, and it helps a lot for example, tourism, and also with some of the main type of resources that Mexico has in its country. Mexico has a good index of women and men in its country, so maybe if you're looking for somebody, it's a good place to come. Also, Mexico has cities that are growing and cities that are very big cities that have a very good amount for people to come here to look for an opportunity. Also, Mexico has a very good and increasing industry from foreign countries that is coming here. So Mexico has a very good chance to get a new job. So Mexico has very many tools for helping people. So Mexico is a very good idea to come to live.